All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Blue 58. 47. It's going to be a long day. Scan 300. Scan 300. Five. Hey, tick 26. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Under 61. Match box.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, watch the screen. Inside. 53 for Mike. Hey, box drop. Go. Mike, 53. Mike. I got you. Hey, tick 26. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's go.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, man. Right. Watch the safety creep. Safe. Topper. Check your hot read. Under 10.
Now Joe Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen. Mike's 47. Target. Hey, zoom. Hey, check Mike 47. Check tight end.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Set for 20. Stinky. I got one. Kill. That's it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
SOS. Check the backer. Kill. Slam. I got it.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Matt, 180. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Bravo.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Come on, dude. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. He's checking, Like that.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Come to my work. Shim.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete. It's Damian Willis. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Mixon with a first down carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers, open man is Ross, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch twist. Right now. You got 58. Wide left. Back. Jam.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. Now Rodgers.
I think it all came together there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to fire one. It got his man complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they... Get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And a Bengal first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. 30. Watch the shift. 42's mark. 42.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Run. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with you.
On second down now. It's Hunt. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Check.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Rodgers to throw on third down. Airing one out for Boyd. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. So our referee's going to take a look at the tablet. We have a challenge here, and he'll be looking to see, was this ball trapped or was it cradled and pulled in cleanly?
Exactly, because you can see if the ball hits the ground or not. But don't just say, well, if it hits the ground, that's the end of it. If he has firm control, part of the football can hit the ground, and it's still considered a clean catch.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Check. Check 31. Check 31.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
26. You think you won't get this? Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike. Hey. High 7.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. Run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the leg.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Hey, check 26. Check 37. Check 37. Recon, 132 fighter. 53.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got Smith here. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. All right. Alert 3.
On second down, here's Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's get it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Hey, watch it. Check, check. Lucky. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And the Bengals first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
I'm going to run you over.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Charlie. Don't let Charlie. Jeff. Over. Look again.
On second down, Mixon down to about the 22 here. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 22.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's coming, double 50. Hey, 25 for Mike. Hey, Alpha. Check.
And that'll set him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Smooth. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, flip it down.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, he'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Mike 42, check.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, past the 20, 10. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Marr on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
50. Hey, you block over here.
23 yards. First down, Bengals.
Right. Watch the safety cream. Here, Mike. Hey, Delta. Say. Check your hot read. Under 10. Under 10. Hey, black. Fresno.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it'll be second and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come.